All right, hi everyone. My name is Quinones, and this is my career exploration project for SLS. So, pretty much our goals for this project were explore a personal career choice, gain a better understanding of what paths are available, and then figure out which one you're going to take to get to that career. Let's move on. So, the career that I chose personally might sound a little boring to you guys, but it's actually a hotel manager, and it's something that I've had in my head for a long time. And actually, because of my experience working in the culinary academy and having awesome opportunities inside of restaurants, working with like some really great professionals that I've met from the industry, and being able to speak to like really high chefs, and seeing what kind of food they make and the service that they provide, and it's a feeling that they're making, a feeling that they're giving to other people, and it's something that lasts in their mind for a long time. It makes them happy. It brings back a good thought. You're bringing a comforting feeling. So really, that's your job. You're just making people happy. You're giving them a feeling. However, in terms of technicalities, your job would include working to keep guests happy, operations efficient, and business profitable. From checking in guests to signing them out, you would supervise available rooms to managing dining areas and hiring and training staff, meaning you have to know what each person does and be able to do each position. These managers oversee multiple departments within the hotel industry. As for benefits, they experience hospitality workers who are employed with major companies like the Hilton or Marriott. Here's what they said. So, common benefits for hotel managers. They claim that they have great 401ks, retirement packages, healthcare packages, which is important because your parents stop taking care of you as you get older. They stop supporting you. Generous sick leave and maternity leave, which is especially important. Vacation packages slash pay, and then opportunities towards tuition reimbursement, programs for selective educational for selective degrees, you could say. For selective degrees or even certifications. So if I was working with a company like the Hilton, right? And I told them, hey, look, I want to go back to school. I want to get my master's in something with hospitality. Is there any way that you guys can help me support that vision or that goal or dream, whatever you want to call it? Well, most companies will say yes. They actually have programs where you can go to school at a lower cost, at a reduced cost, but they'll help you out, or even for free for some big companies. But and when you get back, you get a contract with them for this really high position with awesome salary pay, and everything's set in stone as long as you do your part. So that's one great option. And then one other thing is, since the hospitality industry incorporates not only hotels but theme parks, travel, airlines, all these industries are connected in one big thing we call hospitality. So these hotels, as you're an employee, you get some pretty great travel rates, and you get an option to be relocated to, say, like you want to go to the Swiss Alps. Like, they have hotels there where you could go skiing every day after work. It's just something that you have to apply for, and you got to work your butt off. Sorry. In terms of salary, educational report. Educational report would include things like where I'm going to school, just 2 schools, 2 options, 2 tuitions. It's UCF and CIA. UCF, University of Central Florida, and then CIA is the Culinary Institute of America. I applied to both, actually. I got put on the wait list for UCF, and if I remember, I got accepted. And then for CIA, I did get accepted. And they said I was actually a pretty good applicant. I scored really high. The UCF is in Orlando. Culinary Institute of America has 3 locations, but the one that offers the bachelor's in hospitality is actually in Hyde Park, New York. The sticker price for both colleges, UCF would be $22,000 a year, with tuition being $4,000. CIA would be $21,000 a year, but each tuition is 18,000, and now housing costs about 3,200. The total semester hours required are 120 at UCF. At CAA, it's 123 credits that I need in order to get my degree. UCF has a very modern program, I guess you could say, where it's a hybrid program where you can do, oh, I'm blocking the screen. You could do all online and very little hands-on, or you do all hands-on, and they have online components in that. You can complete your degree from anywhere from 2 to 6 years. So you have a very wide gap. If you want to work faster or work slower, it's up to your decision. It depends on how fast you want to get out of school. And then with CAA, their program's a little bit narrower. It's from 3 to 5 years. Yeah, 3 to 5 years. One of the benefits of UCF, particularly their school and many other new upcoming hospitality schools, is that they're very broad opportunities across the industry that they have. So they have connections with companies, specifically UCF. They have connections with Disney, with all their branches of theme parks, with all their different hotels. They have connections with really famous, not restaurants really, but really famous hotels, because they've been around for about 15 years, so they've made some connections, and they have great job placement programs to put you in these awesome hotels. But a lot of them are theme park related, and I'm not really sure if that's something that I want to do. Now, they also have a strong post-graduation they have specialized in internships in local, so that downtown Orlando area, which is a crazy spot for industry. And then they also specialize in study abroad programs, so they have connections across the world. However, with the CIA, what I like the most about that is that they have this renowned, really prestigious school. So not only is it, it's about 40,000 extra than what I would do if I went AA and at Seminole State, which I plan to do, and then move to UCF. If I just went into CIA straight, I'd be spending an extra $40,000, probably in debt. So that's a strong pass, unless UCF doesn't work out or something doesn't happen right. Now, at CIA, here's what they have. They have some of the top chefs in the world come speak to you. Very prestigious people, like think of Gordon Ramsay coming by and teaching you how to do cost control. And he uses one of his restaurants as an example. He might also do a demo, or you might have some famous chef from France with 13 Michelin stars come by and do a presentation on how to cook this certain meal, his best meal in the restaurant. And then how to incorporate that in your own business. They have one of the longest, oldest job placement programs in the world, and some of the most prestigious hotels and some of the most prestigious restaurants known to man. They're really, really a prestigious school in this sense. I really can't emphasize that enough, and that's why I actually applied. But the cost is right now deferring me away. So UCF, go Knights. The hotel manager's salary report. The salary report includes things like the Florida salary, what I'll be making on average and minimum and max. Same for New York and same for Georgia and California. Those 3 states, I chose them just because they're hot spots for hospitality. They're some of the biggest cities. They're bustling with entrepreneurship, with people, tourism, people looking for an experience. And that's what I would strive to provide as a hotel manager, whether I be at the Hilton Inn or, hopefully not, some sideshow shady hotel, which would suck. The Florida salary averages anywhere from 100,000, or even Miami Beach, hotels on Miami Beach. That'd be awesome to go to work after work and go jump on the beach and like hang out and drink mojitos and margaritas like with your coworkers. That sounds awesome. The Florida salary average is going to be about 100,000 a year, and this was all based off 2019. The minimum in Florida is 74,000. The maximum is 136,000. New York, my average is 129. Now keep in mind the cost of living is much higher in New York, so the salary has to be able to support someone who works there, who lives there. Average is 129,000. Minimum is 92,000. Maximum is maximum is $170,000, which is a whopping fat wad of cash. California salary, they average about 121,000. And then in terms of minimum max, the minimum salary, base pay, so to speak, would be about 86,000, and maximum is $158,000. So not bad, pretty profitable career. In terms of my 5-year plan, this is probably the most important part. I'm gonna read off my PowerPoint presentation that I have prepared over here. So when entering the hospitality industry, a combination of work ethic experience is a major consideration. So in order to become a hotel manager, which is one of the highest and well-paying positions in the industry, not only is a 4-year degree commonly required, but the experience is so paramount. I would expect to start in the middle ground of a company's hierarchy. The position of manager is so important that every employee, you have to know, the employer has to know that you understand how to do each job in their hotel while having flawless professionalism and being committed to their mission to the customer. In terms of higher education, I don't really think that I would desire to spend any more time in school and any more money in an already messed up system. No. In all reality, a bachelor's provides you with the worth to join the industry. And then after that, you climb the ranks and gain higher positions by your work ethic and your personal skills alone, and how you deal with people and who you know is really big in the industry too. So if you work in the hotel / hospitality industry, which could be anything from like hotels to theme parks, or huge corporations that do spas, or I don't know, like not even a theme park, but say a city downtown that wants to bring in more business, they could hire someone with a hospitality management degree to see how they could bring in more tourism so you could even work with a city. You could work with politicians, you could work with anybody. But most often, a hotel manager is gonna be in a hotel. Their degree is specifically for that, and it prepares them best to succeed in that environment. Now, if I decide to work in this industry, which I hope I will, I hope to work with a particularly larger hotel chain, such as the Hilton Inn or the Marriott, or even Disney, if it comes down to it. Just because there's so many positions that are required to make the dream work. Get it? Dream work? Disney. For most companies, internal transfers of employees are common. Moving one location to another isn't hard for a company to do. It's actually something they prefer over bringing someone in from the outside and then retraining them to that company's standards, to their policy, and the culture that company strives to create. Furthermore, many hotel chains are actively encouraging their employees to consider positions in other departments outside of their field of expertise. They want to see if I'm interested in executive chef. I have all the skills, I have all the certifications from the Culinary Academy of Somerset. Maybe I'd have to renew them, maybe they'd pay for that, and then I would take my shot in the kitchen. They encourage that kind of lateral transfer. They want you to find what's happy for you in their industry, in their hotel, in their company, but while also supporting their mission. Because if you're not happy, how are you going to make somebody else happy? You gotta do something that you love. Lastly, quick promotions to executive manager and regional post are not uncommon. So say you give, that mystery shopper type of situation, you give them an amazing experience and they end up being CEO of the company, they might be like, hey, look, I'm actually the CEO of the Hilton Inn Corporation, and I want you to work at my new hotel that we're building up in the Swiss Alps. Would you be down? Would you like to do that? And I would be like, heck yeah, that sounds dope. So then that kind of transition isn't uncommon. It happens a lot actually within the industry. A lot of it's who you know, like I said earlier. And it's really important that your professionalism is above all else. You have to be committed, you have to love what you do, and you have to find joy in making other people happy, which is something that I've had actually a passion for a long time. So that's my 5-year plan. These are my citations. And thank you very much. Bye.